Hello, you guys. I want to welcome you guys back to another episode of Any and There's Always a Disney Guy. But before we even get into today's episode, oh my gosh. Before we get into today's episode, make sure you guys check out uh DisneyGuy.com or DisneyGuy.tk. I forgot for a second. Make sure you guys check out DisneyGuy.com or .tk and check out my new website, podcast.disneyguy.com. Check it out. You already know what to do. Do what it needs to do, get what it needs to be done. It's that simple saying. And yeah. Now let's get into today's episode. Today we're going to be digging more into the events that happened with Jussie Smollett. Everybody knows Jussie Smollett from Empire. I mean, who doesn't know who he is? Jussie Smollett played he played Jamal on Empire. And so basically, um, what happened was, after the podcast, I mean, not the podcast, after you guys already know that he was convicted of a crime, which was lying about the whole situation between, him getting beat up. And, a lot of people thought he was lying, and it was proved that he was lying. Everybody knows that I believe that happened between like around January 2022, 2021. His sentencing happened in March, right? So, he was sentenced to 150 days in jail. And before he was, sent to jail, he made a comment like, "I'm not suicidal," and stuff like that. Let's be real. The reason why he made that comment was because he knew that would have protected him when he went to jail. Jamal he's afraid of going to prison. So he made that comment, "I'm not suicidal, y'all," to basically make himself seem like a victim, like if something were to happen. Basically, and that's what caused him to be put into the psych ward. So he thought he was slick with that one. He thought he was slick with that one. Because he knew that would have got him into the psych ward. And it did. And, his family members were like, and this is the embarrassing part. His family member was like, they're still like edging on to when they know that, I'm pretty sure that they know he lied, but they're still trying to make it seem like he didn't lie, and it's honestly getting embarrassing. Like, come on now, he lied, get over it. Like, like why is we still talking about it? It's the fact that they think we don't. It's the fact that he thinks that what he's saying is the truth. It's ridiculous. It's like really ridiculous, and it's honestly annoying. So, I mean, I'm not. At first, I'm not gonna lie. I thought he was telling the truth. Not even gonna lie to you. Thought he was telling the truth. I mean, I didn't really think he was lying, to be honest. Um, but when more and more stuff started to come out about, um, more and more stuff started to come out about what was going on with him. So it definitely was, what's the word I could use for this? It definitely was, it definitely, it's just irritating. The whole subject is irritating. I'm disappointed in Jussie. I don't know if I ever told you this, but I went to a private school. And I remember when I met Jussie because they filmed an episode. I don't know if you guys remember in Empire season 2 when Jamal went to this salon to meet his aunt. Um, I forgot her name, but Cookie's sister. And it was in the salon shop. And Jamal went up there to find, information about what was going on with Lucius and Cookie. So they shot that scene literally a street away from in from my school, like literally. And I remember we were all like standing by the gate and we were watching them, film the scene. And we were like screaming because I was like a huge fan. I was a huge fan of his. And I remember screaming, and I was screaming so loud, like I couldn't believe that he was in Chicago filming this episode, filming this scene. So after he finished filming, he came over here. He had a security team and everything with him. And I was so shocked. Like I was like screaming, I was yelling all crazy. I will never ever forget that day. I was screaming, everybody met him, you know. I even remember touching him. I touched him, and I was definitely shocked by the whole thing. But what I'm more it's just crazy because it went from me being his biggest fan to like his most doubted. Like I really doubt him now, and it's crazy because I was like I was his biggest I was his biggest fan. It's like nothing can compare to how much a fan I was of him. Like nothing can compare. So I was definitely disappointed when it came out that he was lying. I was definitely disappointed. And I'm definitely disappointed in Taraji because Taraji had the nerve to sit here and compare what's happening with Jussie, starting this hashtag free Jussie movement. She had the nerve to compare this to Emmett Till. Like, Taraji, are you dumb? Like, no. This has nothing to do with Emmett. Like, I'm pretty sure Taraji even believes that he did it, that he was lying. Like, I know for a fact that she thinks he's lying. I don't know. It's just irritating. And Jussie's lucky that he got 150 days because it could have been worse. Like, seriously. He's like really lucky that he even got 150 days. Because it definitely could have been a lot more. It could have been at least a year. It could have been 6, 8, 9, 10 months. But he got 150 days. He should be thanking God himself. And he trying to sit here and lie and try to have people lie. Like, no, Jussie, that's not how it works. It's not. Like, it really isn't. It's irritating, and it's just I'm still kind of shocked at all people. Like, it was him. It's crazy. But I mean, like I said, I know for a fact I know for a fact that like what Taraji compared this situation to, no. You can never compare this to him being you can never compare this to You can never compare this to Emmett Till, because Emmett Till was a whole nother different situation. It was a whole nother different situation. And as far as for his family, I know for a fact the family is definitely embarrassed. I know